welcome to another episode of It's Those Guys Game Reviews. I am Nick Silviano.
And I am ready to review. That's right.
Connor Jagger. So anyway, today's game we're reviewing is Dragon's Dogma for the PS3 and Xbox 360. Hey, watch this. Yeah. Ew. Get over there. Why don't you go ahead?
Well, this is a game that is kind of like I find to be a Skyrim Dragon Age 2 hybrid because it's got elements from both games. It's got the exploration of Skyrim except on a much smaller scale, and the combat system of Dragon Age 2 except a little better. I won't say better.
It's almost like Skyrim and Dragon Age had sex and gave birth to this game.
Skyrage. Wait, no.
There's actually not going to be an image like the Xbox PS3 version. We're not doing
No,
that.
no. Never again.
So go ahead.
So, when the game starts off, you get this little prologue. It's like, who's this guy? Apparently it's from a long time ago. You don't know who it is. You're just going and then you're fighting a bunch of... Well, you're just fighting your way to supposedly fight this dragon, which you don't find out about till throughout the game. And when you do complete the prologue, you get... It brings up this character creation screen where you basically pick a build and... Well, you basically create a base build for your character, and you go on to like customize what he's going to look like what his face, what is his hairstyle. There's DLC that lets you unlock a bunch of other things like brighter colored hairs. I don't know why you do that, and like other stuff.
Really? They make you pay for hair color?
Yeah, apparently, and other custom parts that you can add.
What the fuck is that about? Seriously? Paying for extra colors? Whatever happened to that whole color customization thing you get? Like, oh, you get it in Microsoft Paint, for God's sakes. And then they want you to spend more money? Oh, here, buy pink hair color. This is DLC? Yes. I mean, at least with some parts they add like, you know, extra story or maybe some extra weapon. Color? Fuck you, Capcom, what the hell's wrong with you and your insistence on making us pay you for extra colors?
There's other DLC I'll get into that later.
Excuse me, sorry. Just go ahead, I didn't mean to.
You went off one of my little...
Sorry, I didn't mean to. You know, go ahead. I apologize.
And, okay, so you choose your character. When the game opens up, everything's all peaceful in this village. This big, gigantic dragon appears and kills everybody in the village. You pick up a sword to try to defend it, and then nothing happens when you try to attack it. It's like, It's like, why am I doing anything? Obviously, you're not supposed to beat it. And then after a few hits, he knocks you into the water and steals your heart, and then you have to go on an adventure. Yeah, he steals your heart and he basically tells you, come find me, which is really weird because he took your heart. Nick Silviano, diving into game logic.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure if you don't have a heart, you're not gonna live.
Unless the heart happens to still act within the dragon. I don't know, I'm not gonna go into that. Anyway, immediately you wake up on this bed and you get up. And it's like, your character touches this big gigantic scar on his chest, and the dragon talks to you from wherever the hell he is. So you walk over to this table, it's got like these two daggers.
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt, but you know, try not to give away the whole story. We're trying to be spoiler free.
I'm not going to give this. I'm just giving how it starts off.
That's how you pick your class, like warrior or
mage,
ranger or
strider.
Strider.
When you get to a little later in the game, you can actually change to like something advanced. Like the advanced classes like warrior, ranger, and archmage, and then there's like mixed classes like assassin, mystic archer, and mystic knight.
Yeah, I kind of like the fact that you can have be like a knight character with magic powers. That's pretty cool.
I haven't done that before.
That's like the battle mage in
yeah.
What was it called in Dragon Age?
I think it was battle mage.
Oh, wasn't it archmage?
One of the two.
I think battle mage might have been one of the Elder Scrolls games actually.
Yeah.
I don't know, battle mage, it's a generic term used for battle mages throughout all RPGs, so let's just call it at that.
It's called a Mystic Knight. Anyway, of course, there's like a bunch of ways to play this game, obviously, once you have your classes. If you're using a mage, you got like all these spells, you got like these attack spells, like they're weird, they got weird names. But like when you're a mage, you get like this gigantic lightning whip, you're like, fwah, fwah, a lightning whip, which is awesome, by the way.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Get like upgrades to these spells later on, and then you have healing spells. Healing spells work a little strangely in this game. In your health bar, when you get hit, there's like when you lose some health, there's like this little white white shading in there. Where when you get healing, when you get healed, the white goes back to green, and whatever is black in the health bar you can't recover unless you use a healing item.
Don't forget about the pawn system.
I was gonna get to that.
Okay.
Anyway, pawn system, because he threw me off. When you first,
now you know how it feels.
Yeah. When you're first about to exit the village, this guy shows up with this weird mark on his hand, and then the village chief tells you he's a pawn, and tells you to go to, well, play the game yourself.
Pawns like teleport out of this really weird space. There's some kind of society that's human but not quite human.
Is,
I didn't quite understand that.
It's like online but also offline, where it's like you can take like your friend's pawn and bring him over to you.
So you can pawn somebody's pawn.
Yeah.
You can pawn a pawn.
You can have like someone's level 80 pawn on your side and you just own throughout the game. As for enemy variety, there's like, you got goblins, which are essentially your mooks of the game, and mooks are henchmen. Think Joker's henchmen. Mooks.
Go ahead.
You fight a lot of them throughout the game. Then there's big enemies like Cyclops, ogres, golems, which are a pain in the ass to take down.
Harpies?
Why not? There's like 2 varieties of harpies. They're annoying. Apparently when they sing you fall asleep. Yeah. That's all I can say. However, before I turn it over to you, so you can give your impressions of the game, I'm not good at this, am I? Out of all the 2 classes I've played, I like Strider the best because what you lack in strength you get in speed, and you have like a lot of moves where it's just like, if you have a move called Scarlet Kisses, which is upgraded to 100 kisses. If you use it and mash the square button, you can throw like a bunch of slashes out, which do massive damage when you add them up. So Strider is pretty much a very agile-based class, and you have a bow, so you can like shoot enemies and stuff. There's upgrades so you can shoot your bow faster. I don't know why. Did you know there's an upgrade that I was looking through the augments? This is stuff you can put in your character that helps them, like upgrades them or something. You can actually climb ladders and cliffs faster. Why would you want that?
Works for Mega Man.
Why not? It's Capcom!
So, hell yeah, huh?
The rest of the DLC consists of DLC missions.
Things you can always rely on Capcom for is paying for extra colors and getting abilities that make you climb ladders faster.
Oh no, you don't pay for that. You just pay for like extra missions and stuff. You can even pay for DLC that gives you like this good equipment. I don't know why, because there's like good stuff.
See, I kind of get that, but at the same time it is kind of stupid because, you know, it's already in the game. Just make you pay to unlock it. That is annoying, but just not as annoying as paying for extra colors. Anyway, the game does seem to fall under the, sorry.
Hair and eyes.
The game... There's no difference. The game pretty much falls under the whole WRPG, kind of Western RPG kind of thing.
For the record, I like RPGs, J and W.
Like, these aren't bad, except, like, the difference between JRPG and WRPG is, like, in WRPG, it's more about the gameplay than the story. And that's good, because it gives you a chance to, like, explore and do... But there seems like there's nothing really that makes you want to continue the story later on. A few things here and there, and that's cool, but it's like... It's more like...
WRPGs are more focused on combat.
It's more of the exploration.
Which is alright with me.
And like I said, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. With JRPG, it's kind of like, you need to play to advance the story. It's like...
You got a couple of you got a couple of side quests every now and then, but they're just side quests.
If you want to know what happens, you gotta, like, you know, build up your level or whatever, unless you're, like, really good or know how to cheat or whatever, and, like... Hack or whatever. And do that. There's 2 different things. Neither is bad. It's just that's the difference between the 2 in my eyes. And this falls in more a WRPG kind of thing. I did like the intro music when you're first about to play the game. You know, it's doing the menu and stuff. I thought it was kind of weird because at first it starts out with this, like, just, you know, generic sounding medieval RPG flute and harp music.
Say it's flute. I don't hear flute.
I don't know. It's like some weird... And then all of a sudden it just, like, breaks off in this, like, out-of-nowhere rock song, which...
Thank you, Capcom.
Kind of sound like a Japanese guy singing. It wasn't a bad song. I know a lot of people are like, oh, God, that song was horrible. And I'm not saying it was, like, it was breaking any molds in in rock music, you know, but, you know, I thought it was a pretty neat little twist that you didn't see coming. I was like, wow, that's kind of a neat song. So I was kind of sitting there for a couple minutes, like, doing this, and like, yeah, I'll play a game in it. Let's see how, the song was, like, long. I don't know if it, like, looped or it just kept going, so I was like, I better start the game.
So yeah, I'm more, so, has Capcom attempted any RPGs before?
Breath of Fire.
Never played Breath of Fire.
Bring it back. I mean, I actually never got to play in the games in the series, but it was a good series.
I heard it was a good series.
And it's one they need to bring, and when I say bring back, I mean make a sequel, not an HD re-release.
Well, too many companies
they should probably do that too. Anyway, Capcom, bring it back in any form. Just get that back to our days. Remember when you used to do good games? And don't don't do the whole DLC crap with it either. Just
they will
give us, I know.
DLC for this extra side quest that nobody cares about.
And there are probably other RPGs. Oh, there was Mega Man X Command missions.
I guess.
No, that was RPG. But, okay, this isn't about, like, Capcom RPGs, but that answered your question. I'm going to go ahead and give this game a 5 out of 7.
I give it a 6 out of 7.
Because, like I said, it's still got some good, it's good stuff. The gameplay's pretty fun, you know. You can, like, you have one set of buttons, you hold an R button, and it brings up another set, kind of like Dragon Age.
As fun as this game sounds, do not underestimate the difficulty of the game. It's like Dark Souls, but
and
easier.
It has a challenge.
And that's saying something if it's easier than Dark Souls, even though it's still a pain in the ass.
So it's a good game. I mean, give it a try, and I think it'd be better if Capcom didn't try to bog it down with more DLC, extra colors. But other than that, worth it.
It has to be
worth a shot.
Because one of my friends on the PSN, or SEN, whatever.
I'm still calling it PSN. I don't know what a sin is, but it's PSN to me, and will be until there's no more PS3.
One of my friends had this bright green hair, which isn't normally there. This person has like bright, hot pink hair. And apparently you can have red eyes in this game. You can also customize your eyes so like the left one's like a different color from the right one. Anyway,
I think we ran long enough. That was our rating. This is the review, and we'll see you next time.
You forgot to say be excellent to each other.
What he said.